Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports. This will be a short one for me tonight, but one that I believe I have to put out because I try and stay as honest and as real and keep it as real and honest as possible to you, the boxing fan. So, we're talking about George Kambosos versus TEOFIMO Lopez, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Of course, Devin Haney would disagree with you on that point. So here's where it stands with me on this fight. When TEOFIMO Lopez went to fight, what's his name again? The Matrix, Lomachenko. When TEOFIMO Lopez went to fight Lomachenko, I believed TEOFIMO Lopez would beat Lomachenko, and I backed him to beat Lomachenko. But he was the bigger man, the stronger man, the younger man, the fresher guy, and the guy who had enough punching power, strong enough punching power to make Lomachenko weary. And he was fresh at the gate. And he had that sort of hustle style. The Lomachenko didn't really do well against Salido, and he didn't seem to do a lot better against Lopez. Only fought Salido. So now Lomachenko, for the first half of the fight, kind of skirted around the outside and kept away from the punching power of Lopez. And the second half of the fight, and in the closing stages, the bigger man was backed up by Lomachenko. And it seemed when Lomachenko started stepping to him, taking the attack to Lopez, it seemed that Lopez didn't quite know what to do. He seemed to panic under pressure. And I think Lomachenko left too little too late in the fight. So, okay, Lopez gets the victory. And you know what? I am so happy. Good evening, Boxing 24/7. I'm so happy. I mean, later he beats Lomachenko because, as I said before, White Jesus Lomachenko could do nothing wrong. He was the best fighter in the world, best pound for pound fighter in the world, best boxer ever. I had to listen to all that trash all day long. Fed up of it being thrown down my throat, and I was just glad to see him get beat. And I said before, I like Lomachenko. He's got good style, interesting style. He's no Pernell Whitaker, all right? So anyway, I just didn't like the idea, and especially when they had Terence Crawford there, who had been undisputed in one weight division, he moved up. This guy, Lomachenko, hadn't even been undisputed in one weight division, and he was pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, blah, 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 blah. Alexander Usyk's bloody countryman wasn't even getting the kind of credit. But Usyk was going around the world fighting in that tournament to become a disputed cruiserweight champion in the world and beat everybody that went in their backyards to become the world champion. And he wasn't even getting the praise that Lomachenko was getting. Anyway, so before anyone tries to throw the old colour card at me and say, oh, it's because of colour, don't even try. So, in comes Lopez now. He comes into the frame, into the picture. He beats Lomachenko. He's a new kid on the block, refreshing, great. So we've got Lopez says, look, he doesn't want to have the rematch against Lomachenko anytime soon. He wants to make his first defense. Fair enough, let him get his first defense out of the way against Kambosos. Now Kambosos, he fought Lee Selby in the fight. I didn't think he beat Lee Selby. But anyway, Kambosos gets the opportunity. And we have the cancellations. And in between the time, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I like TEOFIMO Lopez. I like what TEOFIMO Lopez is about because, he's become champion and he's promoting himself and he's getting his face out there. And everywhere you turn, you see TEOFIMO Lopez. It's like, great, fantastic, superb, absolutely. And then it's almost like over a period of 12 months, I've gone from Lopez, you know what? I like this guy. I like what he's about. I like he's trying to promote the sport of boxing. I know he's trying to get himself out there. Seen him here, seen him there, seen him here, seen him there. And it was almost like Lopez rinsed too much of Lopez, too much of seeing his face, too much of it. And then the rubbish coming out. Yeah, he wants to fight this man. He wants to fight that man. Okay, fine. Then his dad coming out. His dad just became really annoying. Like, oh yeah, he's the best fighter in the world. He's invincible. He's gonna go. He's the only guy to beat Canelo, huh? And now, bro, you're taking it too far. You're lightweight. You'll move from lightweight to go and fight the pound for pound number one or number two, however you look at it. In Canelo, I'm gonna put Canelo as number one. You really gonna get yourself from lightweight to a guy who's gonna go now fight a cruiserweight. You're gonna move from lightweight and you're gonna beat Canelo. Because you know you'll move up in weight, your power will carry all the way up to cruiserweight or light heavyweight. You're sure, bro? Okay, bro. So it's not like he destroyed Lomachenko. If you destroyed Lomachenko, if he smashed Lomachenko to bits, if he laid Lomachenko out like a carpet, I'd have said, okay, bro, all right. Yeah, all right, you're promoting it, you're giving it some, sure. But the performance wasn't one that you could say, I definitely have got to see that fight again. There we go. It wasn't one of them situations. It wasn't one of them situations at all where I definitely want to see that fight again. I want to see Lomachenko perform. It wasn't one of those situations. So for me, I was like, what the hell's going on here? I mean, why is this guy? Why are we even entertain this guy in this way? You know, Devin Haney come on and he says, "Oh, you know, you're not undisputed." Then it's him and Devin Haney trash talking one another, and the whole thing now. Lopez has become a guy that I want Kambosos to absolutely flatten him. Absolutely flatten him. I absolutely want to see Kambosos flatten him because he's changed. His whole demeanor's changed. And I hope Kambosos flattens him. I don't want to speak like a hater, but I'm just telling you how I feel. How a person can change from being this younger man that's become world champion, and he's become the world champion, and now he turns around, becomes undisputed, or you know, and then from that situation, from that happening to now turning around to becoming one of the most obnoxious guys in world boxing today. Obnoxious, absolutely obnoxious. Just can't stand watching him, can't stand listening to him and his old man, can't stand the pair of them. And the sooner he gets flatlined or KO'd or knocked out, the better, because him and his dad can then go away, because at the moment in time, they are bloody annoying. And it's just how a fighter can change from one brand of being exciting and fresh blood and you know, you want to go on the journey to them to like, you know what, bro, you're just freaking annoying. You're just totally annoying and really, really annoying. I hope that George wins the belts. I really do. I really do. I hope that George tucks him in one. I really do. It's so much. It was almost like that. It's almost. I don't. It's not about hate. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I do have a real hate inside about me, but this is how I feel. And this is the one sport where if you don't like someone in the sport or the way they conduct themselves, you like to see them get knocked out. And I'd just like to see them get flattened. I really would. And sort of things George Kambosos has been saying about, you know, you've changed. You know, you changed the people around you, the training camp, the sort of people you got around you, cutting corners and stuff. I hope that Kambosos can put up a good fight, expose Lopez, drop him, hurt him. It's almost like the Edgar Berlanga situation. It's similar sort of characters. Edgar Berlanga's a good fighter. We had him first here on BWTM Sports. Before anybody was talking about Edgar Berlanga, we were talking about Edgar Berlanga. We had him on the channel. He was under Evander Holyfield's promotion, Real Deal Promotions. And Edgar Berlanga was banging out people left, right, and centre, right? And then I watched him sparring get dropped. And the way he got dropped, it wasn't even a big punch. I thought, this guy's chinny as hell. As soon as he fights somebody, he can actually hit him back. He's going to go over. like a sack of potatoes. And you watch Belanga, he's posing with this celebrity, that celebrity, this celebrity, that celebrity. And I think to myself, if it's got to the point where you have to stick yourself out there and promote yourself, why are you even promoting in the first place? Do you understand? I don't understand. The whole job is for your promoter to promote you so people want to buy tickets to see you fight. But if you go down the self-promotion route, that's fine. But I just don't like to see what I'm seeing from Belanga. I don't like what I like to see from Lopez. I hope Lopez goes out there now and does a number and proves me completely wrong and starches Kambosos, because if he doesn't, and Kambosos drops him, stops him, hurts him, rocks him, anything like that, trust me, that is going to replay. I'm telling you, it's going to replay. And I may sound like a bit of a hater, but I'm just being real with you. I've been real. There's nobody in boxing I want to see get flatlined, like ironed out more than TEOFIMO Lopez at the moment. Nobody. Is it because of his dad? Maybe. But they're both annoying. And I don't. The problem I have with boxing today is there's a lot of empty barrels making a lot of noise. And then you look at the performances. The performances don't back the talk. And it's just annoying because, like, you've come off a point decision win, mate. You haven't destroyed someone. You haven't knocked someone out cold. And, you know, if he'd come off the Richard Comey fight, I'm like, yeah, okay, that was a great fight. It was a great win. You know what I mean? I know you knocked out my guy, Richard Comey, I know. But, you know, it's just annoying. But TEOFIMO plays into it. TEOFIMO could say, you know what, Dad, you're embarrassing. Or, Dad, you know what? I'll pay you some money. Just shut up. Just please shut up. You know, it's annoying. Really annoying. And then you've got John Fury's dad saying how he's going to bend over someone's missus. I mean, how that has just been let fly on BT Sports, I don't know. I don't know how it's been let fly, but anyway. I don't like Lopez now. And maybe Lopez will turn me back into be a lover of him again. Because I was awful when he beat Lomachenko. But it seems like the Lomachenko curse has fallen upon him now, from being liked to very dislikable. You know? It gets like just become heavy and to listen to. I can't even watch an interview with Lopez now. I saw him in Kambosos at a press conference. I was thinking, just please, George, just land one on him. Go on, George, land one on him. I've never wanted to see an underdog win so much. And if he wins, I'll probably break out in tears afterwards. You know? Probably break out in tears like how Tony Bellew broke out in tears when he won the European title. A bit like that. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. I don't care much for Lopez and his dad. I just don't. Boxing's become a freaking circus. Bloody circus act. And do you know what's missing from boxing? I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember. Some of you probably are. Do you remember the time where you had champion versus champion? And one champion would come from one corner and the other champion would come from another corner and they'd both come in the ring together? Do you remember them days? The champions would come in the ring together. It's just not the same anymore. You know? Even the whole undisputed thing, it doesn't have the same feel to it. You know? I don't know. And then, Canelo's undisputed now, but now he's going to go up and fight. Glad to be here, Makabu. I hope Makabu gives it a go. I hope Makabu doesn't try and go down the Anthony Joshua route and try and box Canelo now, try to box Canelo. Oh, he goes out there and gives it a good go. Can I start to watch Kambosos versus Lopez? No, I can't. But I just hope Lopez gets literally leveled out. I would love that. Love it. As much as love it. I'd love it. I'd love it. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. How often do fighters go into fights injured? TEOFIMO said he was always injured in every fight. I don't know. I'll tell you this much, that you get niggles here and there. I think it might be psychosomatic, as my mum likes to say, because she's a health professional herself. That even when you go in and box, you always feel you got a niggle. You always feel that you got a niggle. You're going into fight. It's nerves, your shoulder, your back, your neck. You feel every part of your body may hurt you a bit because you're ready to go, but you still got nerves, and it's psychosomatic. Sometimes you think you're injured when you're not, and I don't know. Some of these boxers are full of it. I'll tell you now, absolutely full of it. Would you say Loma was top 3 pound for pound at the time Lopez beat him? I didn't care for Lomachenko, to be honest. I really didn't care for him. I thought he was a good fighter. I just got tired of being fed how great Lomachenko was. So I just kind of blotted him out of my mindset, Lopez Senior tucked his tail in and got out of there real quick. Well, it was nice to see. Loma arguably won. He needs to move on and grow with that win. Yeah, he needs to. George said the belt's where his curse. Well, it could well be. If he irons him out, it will be. Lopez Senior is like a 20-year-old kid. I've made that loud too. Yeah, he is. Don't care much for him. Lopez Senior, and I'll tell you a good matchup. Lopez Senior versus Guerrero Senior. That'd be a nice matchup. I'd put into in the ring together. It's his dad more than him, in all honesty, Ingram. Yeah, but he employs his dad, so I feel the same way about White and his fake brother. Oh boy. I love that. Bellew missed a vacant title career. Oh boy. Hopefully there isn't a mandatory rematch clause. Hopefully there isn't. Manucho is blocking Canelo fight. I hope he does. So Canelo can go and fight somebody down in the middleweight division or super middleweight division. Another guy there, probably fight another guy that's not tried and tested, but everyone's pushing up on. Listen, David Benavidez is not tried and tested, so forget him. Charlo, I love him. He's not tried and tested because who's he fought? I mean, he's fought some good guys, but he's not tried and tested, right? Andrade, good fighter, not tried, not tested. Sorry. Who else? Like all these guys you're calling up and pulling out these names, they're guys that need to fight somebody. They need to fight a Gennady Golovkin. They need to fight one another. They need to test themselves against one another. That's what needs to happen. These guys are unbeaten, but they ain't fighting no one. And I love Charlo. He needs to fight. He needs to go and fight Andrade. If not Andrade, then fight Benavidez. Beat the crap out of one of the two of them, both of them. He's got to fight one or two, and I'm saying that now. Say what you want about Chris Eubank Jr., but you can call him tried and tested because at least he went against George Groves, we know is a phenomenal puncher. He's a great puncher. Dropped the great Carl Froch. So, the great Carl Froch. Not many people drop him, And Eubank stood there for 12 rounds. And he's a smaller guy, and he stood there for 12 rounds. He did his best, Can you hear your official prediction for this TO fight? Official prediction. Bro, this isn't even an official prediction. I hope that Kambosos flatlines him. Probably won't. Just like the Plant fight. Probably won't. My emotions got in the way of this fight as well. But I hope Kambosos actually gives it a go. Lopez should tuck Kambosos. He should tuck him in good. But has he trained well for the fight? Has he let the belts get to his head? Is it true that Lopez has changed and he's changed his camp up and he's sacked the people around him? If it's true, we'll find out come fight night. Let's see what he looks like on the scales. You think Liam Williams was pulled out? Nothing officials come out denying rumours. I only bottled it. That's what I heard. I heard Liam Williams bottled the fight and Eubank was actually tearing into him on Twitter. So call him a bottle job. So Eubank says he's going to move on. So I expect Lopez to win. But I hope Kambosos does the business and pulls up the shot. And if you ironed out Lopez, oh my God, that would be Christmas coming early, super early. You know, having a baby is one thing, but Lopez getting ironed out and watching his dad, the reaction of his dad would be something hilarious. That'd be something to watch and hear what he's got to say after when stick the microphone up his face when they ask him, you said your son was unbeatable, was going to beat Canelo. That is what I'd like to see. That's what I'd like to see. You know, because I just don't like seeing boxing, to be honest. I just don't. I don't. I hope Lopez makes the weight well, and I hope he does what he's got to do against George Kambosos. And then he backs on what he says about going to fight Lomachenko a second time, because he's talking about fighting Lomachenko again, fighting Haney. I don't want to see him fight anybody else apart from the big names. I don't see him fight anybody else because his mouth was run away from him. So that's it. And where's Ryan Garcia, by the way? Wasn't he going to be fighting the world's best? He was going to fight Tank, wasn't he? And what happened there? Another one. Right. I'm out of here. That was a rant for the night. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. Check out the new videos. My Manchester United, my second video, which is uploaded. Check out the third video. I'm going to do one tonight on Manchester United. I've taken over the role of Man United. I've signed Harry Kane. He's scoring goals. Very nice. And also check out my cricket videos, which I've uploaded as well. So check them out on the Play Station. I've uploaded and check them out on the BWTM online website, the YouTube channel. Apparently, a Haney fight is almost there. Don't believe him. Don't believe him. He's a liar. But anyway, let me get out of here. Thank you all for watching as always. This has been BWTM Sports Gaming. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. I'm out. Have a good night.